Invisalign is not invisible. It's not really Invisa. The Invisa of the Invisalign is a fraud.
Oh, wow.
Y'all. So I'm going to provide you guys with some stuff that's working for me right now, or things that I do that have been helping me, because I would have loved to know this stuff.
It's my gut.
Disclaimer, I do like to chit chat. I do like to give a little behind the scenes. You know, I haven't talked to you guys in a while. If you would like to skip and get to the informative parts, I've created timestamps and they are down below for you. So feel free to use them. And for those of you who have missed my voice and actually want to catch up and know what made me get Invisalign in the first place, or just the story behind me getting Invisalign, you guys can stay tuned for this part of the video.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Liz, aka Royal Beauty, and we're back for a video. It sounds really good to say that.
If you're one of my loyal royals, welcome back. And if you are new to the channel, welcome to the space. Hopefully over time, I can get back my enthusiasm, but I'm also just coming off period this week. I'm super tired still, and it's raining outside. Please excuse my lethargic energy, but I really wanted to get this video out to you guys. For those of you who are used to my bubbly, upbeat personality, I'm just really tired. But I wanted to update you guys on some things that are going on. The main event this week was that your girl joined the Invisalign bandwagon. Yes, I had been thinking about Invisalign for some time now, but not to the point of it being something that was on my brain that I just had to do. I went for my regular checkup to get, my teeth cleaned and x-rayed and all that. And I went to a new dental office. My husband had been raving about this place. Well, not raving, but he had come home and given me great reviews. He liked how they treated him there. And, we usually go to the same dental office. Obviously, he had a great reception there, and I ended up going to get my teeth cleaned there too. But yeah, anyway, so I went there and they were so sweet. One of the things that I noticed about them was they very much want to know more about you and what your goals are with your teeth. So with them asking me that, it literally made me kind of think more about my goals with my teeth. I honestly didn't have anything really crazy that I wanted to do with my teeth. I'm older now, and I'm just like, if I was to ever do braces or anything like that, back then it would be a thing. I always get complimented on my smile, so I don't really think it's a huge issue, but I do have an overbite for when I had been sucking my thumb when I was little. Like, I sucked my thumb for a long time, maybe till I was 10. So I did have an overbite, which I was able to kind of mask all these years, so people couldn't really tell, but I can tell. And it just, in pictures or sometimes in candids where people would catch me laughing, I could see it. So I just was a little self-conscious about that, but not enough to be like, I gotta get my teeth fixed. So it's never been this big thing, but them bringing it up kind of gave me a little bit, if I could, I guess that's one thing that I would do, is to fix it. But the major for me was just being better with my dental hygiene overall, because I noticed that I'm just not the best at flossing and remembering to floss. Like, I'd brush in the morning and then just keep it pushing. Whereas I see some people would brush after they eat, every time they eat, or floss, or try to at least. And I just knew I could do a lot better. And that I was recently having them say more and more to me when I would go to the dentist that I should floss more. So, I mean, it was a thing that I really did want to get better. And then I found out all the nitty gritty and the routine and how particular you have to be with your teeth when you're about to get Invisalign, or when you get Invisalign, or braces in general. And that kind of enticed me as well. That whole force for you to brush your teeth a lot more often, floss a lot more often, because when you have something like Invisalign or braces, you definitely want to make sure you're on top of it. Then sometimes having a little incentive, or having this thing, whether it be how much money you put into something, or you kind of literally forcing yourself into it because of a routine, that kind of was a thing for me that made me think, maybe this will kind of get me to really, really focus on that. So that was a long-winded version of how I got into thinking and considering Invisalign. So here we are. I started my Invisalign journey this week. They had to put the glasses on me, and then I feel them blowing air and rinsing, and then putting some on there, and then using like the little heated lamp thing. Y'all, I was like, what are they doing? I had no clue, but I'm going to add some footage here so you guys can see what exactly I went through on my first appointment. And honestly, I don't think you guys will see enough, because I was too, like, I don't know, I'm still getting back into filming myself and in spaces and public spaces, which sounds really crazy, but I didn't ask. I'm still getting back used to asking if I can record. So I felt a little shy asking, hey, can I record this? So I'm y'all gotta work with me. I'm gonna do better. I'm sure there are tons of other videos, but just to make it faster for you, I will grab one, put it in the description, and you guys can reference that if I don't put a picture of what it looks like. I was not expecting to have anything placed on my teeth, any drilling, anything. I figured when I did get the trays, I would just have like literal like trays that I put on my teeth and keep it pushing. But honey, I was not prepared for having these things on my teeth. I think we did the scans before. I don't know if I have footage from that. I will try to find it and place it in here of when they do the scans over my teeth and it gives them like a digital view of my teeth, which they then use to make the trays that I received on Thursday. They did a little print of my bite. The process was really, really straightforward, simple. Thursday, when I went in, all they had to do was place notches on my teeth. I have them in some really awkward places. So there's some here and here that are kind of rubbing against my gum right now, which is really annoying. They don't do that when I have the tray on. I have to go look that up. Don't quote me. But I've seen a lot of videos where people are saying that it is resin. Then they went ahead and put the trays over my teeth. They did have to polish, they call it polish, in between my bottom teeth, literally like in between my teeth. They created like these little tiny slits to kind of create some parting because apparently my bottom teeth were a little bit crowded. I guess when the Invisalign does its thing and pulls together, my teeth start coming together even more, it can cause them to overlap and crowd. So in order to give them space to come together, they created these splits in between. I didn't even know they were going to do that. When they did it, it was like, okay, they're doing it. This actual office that I was going to, I really liked them and their energy is really good there. I just trusted what they're doing is the thing to do. So I'm praying for the best. I'm hopeful that it's going to be a really great experience. So far, it has been really uncomfortable. So I'm about to get real with y'all and tell y'all what has been going on that I did not expect. So for anybody that is considering Invisalign, I urge you to definitely watch videos. Don't just watch before and after videos. Watch videos about the possible pain levels. You don't want to psych yourself out, but it's good to know what you're going to experience. And this is with anything. You kind of want to have both sides, right? It's kind of like when you're looking up a restaurant, you do want to see what the worst review is because you want to be prepared. Some people are just being extra, and some people are telling you something that you really need to know, you know? I'm just saying that to say I didn't watch any videos. I've seen people do it or I've heard of people do it, and I was just like, okay, how bad could it be, right? Because I just don't want to be in. I want to know. I want to prepare my mind mentally for any kind of pain that I'm going to be in. So I wish I had done that because the first day, once they put the trays on me, I was definitely feeling like this is no issue. They're on me. I feel like I've had a mouth guard before because I was grinding in my sleep, but I only had to wear that at night. So, I mean, I didn't really wear it all day, but this is what it felt like to me. Getting the tray on just felt like, oh, my mouth guard was kind of tight, a little bit snug, but it didn't feel unbearable. So I was like, oh, okay, this is it. I get through this, no problem. I go about my day, going through everything that I have to go through for the day. I get home, and then it's like later on in the evening. By the evening, let me tell you something. Oh, child. Okay. By the end of the day, like, I want to say maybe the first 4 or 5 hours, I was good. And then stuff started getting a little dicey. Like I started feeling a little bit like, pulsing really tight, specifically the top half just started to kind of like I don't know how to explain it, but it was just like a pulsing, just ache, painful and sore. So I was like, I need a break. I need to take them off. I was not prepared for that at all. Hell you. And now seeing other people's videos, I realize I'm not being dramatic. There's certain places on your body that you just don't want to be in pain. And tooth pain is one of them. Anything involving your head, it can be really hard to get over. So I wish I had known this. I could have taken some medicine before it got to this point. Maybe it would have alleviated a little bit of it and I would have been prepared with some tools on how to do this. So I'm going to provide you guys with some stuff that's working for me right now or things that I do that have been helping me because I would have loved to know this stuff. I had to eat. I was hungry. And at this point, I'm just like, I know I need to take these off anyway to take a break, but I was not prepared for the pain that I was going to have when taking them off. They show you how to take it out, which is in the back. You want to take out the back first. I'll show you guys how I do it. The middle, first of all, once I click this one side out, the middle is already like, are automatically the front part is just like, don't, uh-uh. I don't know how to describe it. It just had me like, oh, okay, okay. Like it just it shocks you. You're not ready. And so I did this part and I was like, I'll wait. Let's dip back in. And it's like, but I need to eat. I gotta figure this out. So I had to like hold this side and then get this side out too, because I was like, maybe that'll make it a little bit easier. I pulled out this side and it's torture. That first time taking them things off is no joke. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. I can't prepare you for it. Everybody might be different, but from what I heard with everybody else, this is a thing. You are going to feel sore and it's aggressive that you have. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just being honest. I wasn't ready. So I pull that part out and then I pull out the middle and then finally comes out and you kind of feel relief, but you also feel like, what the heck? And I'm telling you, during this particular time when I did that, I'm sitting there questioning myself, like, what did I do? Why did I do this to myself? Is this even necessary? Because honestly, my smile hasn't been that bad. Like I told you, I've never been thinking about Invisalign like that. It's just never been something that I was that pressed about or that I felt was a necessity. It was more of like, when I get there, I get there. If I could do it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Can afford it, whatever, I'll do it. But I'm not pressed because like there's bigger things to take care of. But the opportunity just came about. It was a perfect opportunity. The timing, everything is just right for it. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna try it out. And now I'm like, why did I do this? Unnecessary pain. Me. And mind you, I haven't even told y'all that I'm also trying out cool sculpting, which is a whole nother video, which was a whole nother pain that I did not know was gonna happen. I just keep putting myself through. Oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all. I don't want to make this long drawn out, but I'm just giving my real reaction to real life. So once I removed the tray, I was able to take out the bottom pretty easy. The bottom has never given me any problems. The bottom half, it's sore, but it's not as bad as the top half. I guess because the top half is the obvious space that's not aligned properly and that actually needs the work. So yeah, I don't know if that's what makes it more sensitive. I have no idea. All I know is that hurts. Okay. Even when when it comes to time for me to remove it or that I've had it in for a long time, it's always the top that's usually unbearable. I probably could keep in the bottom half all day, no issues. But the top half is what will have me like ready to strangle. And even now, even when it's out, I've noticed that my top teeth are very sensitive up top. Eating. So with the Invisalign, if you are not aware, you have to take these things out every time you eat or drink anything. They did give me a list. I haven't even looked at it. But based off of the videos and based off of some of the things that I did look up, no eating, chewing with them on. Even with drinking certain things. So like I got a smoothie or a milkshake. It's sugary. It has substances in it. You want to take that all out before you do that kind of stuff. If it's not water, take them out. Basically, take it out so that you can be able to rinse out your mouth and then put them back on a clean slate because it collects all that stuff and keeps it underneath. And then also whatever you eat might, depending on what it is, you don't want it to be abrasive to your trays. You don't want things that are too hot, like coffee. So you can't drink coffee or anything hot. And I'm a tea drinker. I'm a coffee drinker, a hot coffee drinker at that. I like to have my little espresso in the morning. So that's a little annoying to have just brushed my teeth to put on the tray, put the trays back on. And then now I want my coffee, which, I drove somewhere and then I got my coffee. Now I gotta take them out just to drink my coffee. And I put them back in. This is not life. So that part is a little annoying, but I'm adapting. Eating breakfast. I just brushed my teeth so that I can, have a nice clean slate for the day. But then I put them on, but then I gotta take them off to eat breakfast. And then I gotta brush my teeth before I put them back on. Yeah, that part of the process is a little irritating. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hard to get used to. However, I'm doing it. A lot of people have said that it is very easy to just skip eating, that you kind of put yourself on this Invisalign diet, that there's an Invisalign diet. I know where that comes from now. I understand. I resonate very much so because I have gone a couple hours. I really want to snack or I really want to drink this thing, but if it's not water, is it worth me taking out the trays in order to consume that thing? Right now, I'm also on my fitness thing. Just drinking water and keeping things light is actually helpful towards that, but I do snack a lot. So now this kind of helps with that. So it's all aligning for your girl. Let me just, it's all aligning in a different kind of way where I don't have to necessarily, worry about overeating because this hurts. It hurts to take out, it hurts to put in, it just hurts. I have heard that the first 3 days, from some people, it is the worst, and then after that, it gets better, but then I heard from other people that every time you change the tray, it gets tighter, and so you might experience a little bit more tightness every time you change the tray, which gets me to my next point. I've been rambling, just giving you guys my background and just my overall feelings and experience. But let me get down to the basics for those of you who are just interested in Invisalign and want to know what the process is and what happens. Again, you go in for your appointment, they do pictures and they get like scans of your teeth. And once they get the scans of your teeth, you use those to create your trays. You come back for the next appointment, and during the next appointment, that's when they go in and they do whatever is necessary for your teeth on to your teeth before they give you the trays. So in this case, it would be to add the notches, and they decide where the notches go based off of what, your teeth look like. That is very specific to you. So you may not have the notches that I have here. I have them in the back. I have some right here, 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 here. So it varies for different people for what they want. So you may not have your notches in the same place as me. But they do that part, put the notches on there. If you do need any polishing or drilling, or if you have any crowding, they may or may not do what they did with my bottom teeth, which was to polish and create these little slits in between to help with any crowding as your teeth come together. So they do whatever they need to do to your teeth before giving you your trays during this appointment, and they kind of give you the rundown of how to put them on. And once they give you the trays, they actually show you how to put them on, which was very helpful. And just to make sure that you're putting it on properly, because if you're not putting them on properly, you can bend and break them. You can bend or break them somehow, or I don't know, alter them from what I understand. So you do want to be very, very careful with how you are taking them out. I start from the back with my thumb, and the nail actually really, really helps. I've also seen they have a tool that you can use to remove them if you have trouble removing them yourself. So if you want to check out, I'll link some of the stuff that I found down there if that's helpful. These are my trays, my first trays that I put in, and this is what they look like. The bib. So this is my bottom and top ones, and I will put them in a second. There is my daughter. On. My little baby doing okay. Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, so it comes in this cute little case. I really like the case because you could take it everywhere. It came in this cute little box, and inside the box, they also have these crystals, so the cleaning crystals for your trays in here. I have not used these yet, Avi. They're still in here. I'm going to look up the instructions, and I will maybe give you guys a tutorial on cleaning them that will be separate from this video. I think I'll create a more in-depth how to, once you have your Invisalign video. I think I might create a couple of videos with this stuff. This one's just very off the whim, just giving you my personal take and experience so far with Invisalign. I need to turn this off because this is my baby, and she loves her mama, and she's checking on me. Okay. So yeah, I'll give you guys a little basics, but it came in this case, and then these are my actual trays for the rest of my journey. I have 12 trays, and this includes attachment, IPR, Pontic attachment, template. I don't know what that means, but this is what's on my box. Inside of here, if I pull this, here we go. These are all of my trays. So I was instructed to change them every week. And then after that, we will revisit. So we come back to my appointment, they check my teeth, and then we will assess whether or not I like the way my teeth look and what needs to be done if I don't, and if there's anything else. So that's the cool part about Invisalign. you keep going until, you know, you like what you see, basically. I heard some people would get 4 trays at a time during their journey. There's a girl that I really, really appreciated her video. I think her name was Slim Roche. Slim Roche. Loved her videos so very much. They were so helpful. She's so cute and I love her energy. I'm going to document along the way, of course, as things progress or things change, if there's any changes, any updates. Once I can actually sit down and give you guys a how to based off of my opinion and any tips or tidbits that I can give you from my experience, I'll do a more in-depth and quick how-to video without all the, you know, talking, because some people don't like all the talking. So, and I understand if you're just looking and you just want how to this and how to that, I got you. So I will do that. And as I do those videos, I will drop them in the description box to make it easy for those of you who just want to follow along my journey, see how things are going, find out how things went and all of that. So far, my routine. Oh, and you guys can see what my teeth look like. So this is the overbite that I don't like. You see it? That not horrible, but yeah, I don't really like it. And then here, and then here. Okay. So hopefully you guys can see. Let's put these things back in. I took them out earlier. Hopefully I don't have food in my mouth. I should have gone to brush them. These are my bottom ones. We'll put these in first. And they go like that. I line the middle and then line the middle and then push up. Ah, well, that one went in good. Okay. So you guys see how they're not invisible? You can kind of see the notches when you get close. Okay. And there you are. They're in. Now, whew, to tighten now, because I haven't had enough. But let me tell you, the first night, let's go back to sleep. The first night was brutal. The first night I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I took them out. I was like, oh my God. I can't. Just so I sleep, I was like, I need to take them off a little bit. Why is it so tight right now? Like, literally, I cannot keep them out for too long, or they just hurt. It's still like the first time. It's just it does. You take them out for a little bit, and it feels like the first time again. Like, I can't. I hope this does not continue because, so you guys, you see, I talk a little bit different with the men. I do have somewhat of a list, but I've kind of gotten used to talking with them now. I don't know if I look different on camera when I'm talking. I believe I do. They obviously feels awkward. There's something different there, but I've definitely gotten like a little more accustomed to smiling about them. I feel weird because I feel like people could see the notches. Anyway, so tight. It's so uncomfortable right now. I can't lie. It's uncomfortable. Time really hard to adjust, but yeah, I'm very uncomfortable. So I've been taking Tylenol. They say not to take ibuprofen, so I've been taking Tylenol extra strength when I feel like they're a little more sore. I really try to take it right before I put them in so I can kind of prepare for that or not. Okay, so when I brush my teeth in the morning or like closer to the end of the night, when I've had them on all day, that's when I start feeling it. So I've just been trying to take it before I'm getting ready to eat because I know once I put them back on, it activates the pain. So right before I'm going to take them off, I'll take Tylenol and then I'll eat, you know, get that relief of not having them on, and then brush my teeth. My routine in between putting them on and taking them off is very simple. So I've been taking this little baggie around with me. I'm gonna make it cuter because this ain't it, but I'm doing the best with what I got. And I just needed to have something for now. So I've been taking these. I got these from the Dollar Tree. I also have other ones that I've gotten, but really just some sort of floss or toothpick type thing, some type of floss. I have my toothbrush on me. I also have the other floss too. So this here is just a little floss that I got from one of my dental appointments. I keep this on me as well. So this is the string floss. So depending on how much time I have or energy or space, my mouthwash, which is just a little Listerine one. And I have I need to find the name. I'll put the name down in the description, but this is one of my favorite mouthwashes. I just put in a different bottle. Doesn't have the name on there, but this is one of my favorite. It's so good. And then, of course, I have toothpaste. So I'll brush my teeth. So I'll do the floss, I'll brush my teeth. I'll use my mouthwash and switch it around just to really get everything just flowing and great and minty and all that. And then I'll put my liners back on. I'll rinse them out just with water. I'll put them back in my mouth when I'm not at home. When I'm at home, I do the same thing. So that I'm just showing you the little baggage that I keep on me when I'm out and about. I'm probably not going to be doing that whole routine just for a drink, but I will do at least take them out, rinse out my mouth if I can. I'm just going to really do my best to be very mindful of what I'm consuming when I'm out and if it's really worth me having it stay on my teeth, if it's in a place where I can't or on my tray or affect my tray, if it's in a place where I can't remove them or I'm not able to quickly rinse off my teeth. So I really want to commit to the process to get the best results. I mean, because it costs a lot. It is a lot of pain already that I've gone through. And I want to see the results because why am I doing all this to myself just to not see results? Doesn't make sense. Might as well commit and fully go through with everything that's needed. Put my best foot forward. I don't know, but we'll see. Oh yeah. Hey. Okay. Tips for today. Don't take ibuprofen, apparently. So extra strength Tylenol it is. I've been taking that. Somebody said something when you're about to take them out, put some ice cubes in your mouth, but do that cold water. And that seemed to help. Hopefully tomorrow's a little bit better. But I did sleep better yesterday. I didn't really have to take anything before I went to sleep. I did have a little bit of a drink, like sip some wine. That was it. But hopefully today's a little bit better. I was able to keep them in all night too yesterday because I was not expecting all of this. Did nobody tell me my mouth was going to be sore like that? Nobody said anything about being in pain with this Invisalign. Okay, but here's my roundabout, how I'm feeling, story time type of what Invisalign is feeling like for me video. I don't know I'm titling this. I just know that I wanted to put it out there, my experience so far, tell you guys what I'm thinking about it, and I'll be back with some more details and a more structured video that is helpful. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in for a video, tapping in with me, chatting with me. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. And if this video was at all informative or helpful, go ahead and hit that like button for your girl. If you want me to answer anything else, if you have any questions for me, if there's anything specific that you want me to film, please comment down below. Let me know what those things are, or even just share your experience with me because I would love to feel like I'm not alone and I'm not being extra with how I'm feeling. So comment, let's get to know each other. If you're new, let's reconnect if you're one of my loyal royals. And I will see you guys in the next video. I love you so much. And as always, stay royal. I haven't said that or sang that in so long. But it's nice to be back. Love you.